All right. There's a guy on TikTok. He has red hair, and he drops these gems about the music industry. I think he owns a label, and his content really caught my eye because people who know me know that I'm trying to make it in life as a music artist. Anyways, I saw a piece of content that he put out, and it really blew my mind. And I think it applies to everything. Not just the music industry, not just the creative, just everyday general, like for the average Joe who goes to work, comes home. I think it applies to people who are trying to start mom and pop shops, to everyone. Okay, so what is this thing? He talks about this thing called smoke and signals. All right, so in this day and age, bro, like there's so many quote unquote resources that we can use, and sometimes it can get overwhelming. But on the flip side of that is there's things that may look like we're quote unquote moving our career or we're elevating in life, but it's actually not benefiting us in any way. And that's what he talks about. He talks about these things called smokes and signals, right? So smoke is basically stuff that seem like they're benefiting you, and signals are stuff that really matter, that are benefiting you, and that's what you should do. Pretty much, bro. Smokes are like distractions, and signals are stuff you should be focusing on if you want to progress. Doesn't matter if you're learning a new language, if you're learning a new skill, if you want to learn how to play golf, anything. If you're trying to be, something in arts like a photographer, videographer, music artist, whatever, this will apply to everyone. All right. So this is my whole point about this video. Is right now when you're watching it, you are probably overwhelmed, overstimulated by all these things that you could use, you could do to quote unquote elevate, and they can get overwhelming, right? But you need to know which one's the smoke, which one's the signal, right? So for example, I'm an artist, right? Like going to the studio may seem like I am enhancing, like I'm trying, doing the right thing, taking the right steps towards the goal. But here's where the smoke and the signal kind of differentiate. So the smoke is basically me going in there hours and hours, wasting time, wasting money, trying to freestyle, right? That's a smoke. Signal is me writing the song at the house in the comfort of my own home. I'm not wasting any money on studio time, and I am going into the studio to record with a song that's already done. All I gotta do is just open my mouth on the mic and track it down. All right, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, it may, both of them seem like it's the right thing to do, but one is a smoke, one's a signal, and this could be applied in all areas of life. This is why you're probably overwhelmed, because of all of this smoke that's happening. You need to go hammer on the nail, focused on the signal, right? The red-headed fella, bro. And I don't want to just throw a name out there. And his name was in my head, but I obviously forgot. But he's one of my favorite TikTokers. I've never been the one to like, oh, I'm a big fan of this guy, but this guy's starting to win me over, bro. But anyways, he gave an example about how he went to this, I think he went to a conference or an event, and he met this guy who used to work for Steve Jobs, and he asked him, what did Steve Jobs do? Like, what was he so good at that set him apart? And he told the red-headed guy, bro, this guy was really good at spotting the smokes and the signals. All right. So I obviously suck at this and how to explain all of this stuff. This is real raw. It's probably going to be 3 takes max, but I want you to know that in this day and age, there's so much crap out there that will it will convince you that you're doing the right thing, but you're not, right? Because it comes as a disguise. Like I said, take that example, bro. Like, I go to the studio and I waste a lot of money because I'm going in there trying to freestyle, and I'm thinking like, yeah, this is going to improve my craft from freestyling. But no, I'm just burning money, and I'm just putting myself at a deficit. I'm wasting all this money when I could just be in the comfort of my own house, write this song and go, and that way I can save money and I can put that into marketing, or go shoot content or stuff like that. So this can apply to your life, right? I'll just say you're trying to learn a new language, okay? The smokes and the signals. The signal is go to the classes, learn the language, right? The smoke is when you're at home. For example, you're trying to learn the French language. Don't watch French videos. That is the smoke, right? You, like, in your head, you're probably thinking like, yeah, this is, this is the language I'm learning. I'm gonna learn about the culture. No, bro, that is the smoke. The signal is going home, and I know I used to hate it, but like reading over your notes of what you learned in the class, right? For example, even listening to French songs. You may not understand it, but you're around that, like, you're trying to pick out the words from the song, like something that's interactive, that's sparking your brain. It could be a slight difference like that. Instead of learning about the Eiffel Tower, listen to a French song. It's really, really crucial, because like I said, it disguises itself as a signal, but it's not. Okay, right? These are horrible examples, and obviously this channel is just me coming on and ranting and voicing my opinion. But I truly believe that if you focus on the smoke this year, if you focus on the signal this year, you will be good, bro. You'll be good, right? So think of whatever you're in. Like, for example, if you want to be like a professional athlete, bro, don't go on YouTube and watch a whole bunch of highlights. Go on YouTube and type in how to recover, so you could rest well, you could recover well, and you can go train again. That is the difference between the smoke and the signal. It may look like you're, taking the right steps, but you're not. You're taking a side. Basically, another way to put it is, with the smokes, you're taking a sideways step. You're not advancing, okay? And back in the day when I played rugby, that was my whole thing, bro. I would stay up on YouTube, and I watch all these, like, big hits, compilation videos and all of this stuff. But I should be on YouTube learning about how to recover as an athlete. You see how there's a difference there? So whatever you are trying to do, focus on the signal, right? Put yourself in a position where you can tell which one is the smoke and which one is the signal, right? So think about it this way, right? When we have gigs, sometimes I'm at a point now where I can comfortably turn down a gig. So I can look at it and go, you know what? Even though it is something that I should be quote unquote doing, that's a smoke right now, because it's all the way at the other city. So now I'm wasting time going to the other city to jump on stage for 10 minutes and get shit money, where I could be at home taking my black ass to work so I can earn more money to put into my career. Does that make sense? Right? And it's as simple as that. Apply that into your life, right? That's why you needed to see this video, because you need to focus on the signals and cut out the smoke. Hammer or nail, just keep on at it now. And I truly believe that if you really focus on the signals this year, you will be okay. You will be fine. And the more you do it, the better you'll become, right? So now, for example, like when I'm driving, right? Like I'm going to be listening to a podcast anyway. So why not make it a podcast about songwriting? I'm still going to listen to it. You know what I mean? Like if you're a uni student and you're on the train going to class, uni is college. Like, you're going to class, you're on the bus anyway, and you're listening to something anyway, might as well make it about the course that you're studying. And to be honest with you, if you don't want to do that because you hate your course, you probably shouldn't be doing it, because you're wasting time and money. But yeah, I thought I might just share it with you. I hope this lands properly and you kind of process what I'm saying. But hey, I'm going to be posting videos every day on YouTube, and I'm sorry if I butchered this video, but I'm going to get better at this, and I'm going to get better at explaining stuff. So if you want to stick around, I'm going to be uploading every day. And yeah, that's it, man. Focus on the signal, bruh. Forget the smoke. Focus on the signal. Later, boys.